Alright, so the update, a summer update. I forgot what number of the update it is, but it's a summer update. That's all I know. He has Sid, he has Nami, and a whole lot of stuff like that. So yeah. So I actually record a lot of intro when like I actually first start playing the update for update 59. Before I continue with the video, I would like to remind that only 1.1% of the viewer that are currently watching the video are subscribed. So if you want to support the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot. And yeah, back to the video. But the file got corrupted, and so yeah, so this is where the video will start. Immediately where I actually just get the new unit. So yeah, let me actually do the showcase on all the new unit basically. Alright, so first of all, Abyssal Trial, Sid. I've done everything. It's, oh my god, this is, I'm not gonna lie, the grind for Sid's second evolution, it's probably harder than Shinji in my opinion. Like, it's not as hard as Gilgamesh or Shinra in my opinion, but it is more harder than Shinji. I mean Denji, sorry, than Denji. That's one thing. All right, so claim, 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 claim. Finally, I got the item. Let me see the item. Oh yeah, also I have the vessel of shadow already as well. There it is, atomic blade. Finally. Let me just make sure. Let me do one roll actually, because why not? Nothing. I mean, that's fine. I'm not. I'm. Finally, Sid. Also, I rolled glitch and glorious as well. Not me, but like my friend rolled glitch and glorious on the Sid. And yeah, as you can see right here, triple S everything. Glitch glorious. I have the atomic blade and I have the vessel shadow. And finally, atomic shadow. I have him. Time to lock him, to feed him to level 85. And lastly, skill tree, critical as usual. Okay, so finally, I'm gonna do a showcase on him. So he's going to be an ultimate, and I'm going to have a whole lot of passive. Holy. With Sid, I'm gonna bring all of the new units as well. So I have Law, I have Erza. Where is she? Erza, Nami, and what's Asuna? There you go. Asuna, and then Idol. All right, so actually, I'm gonna leave Asuna alone because I'm gonna showcase Asuna with Kirito because I heard they have like a secret ability together. So yeah, so finally, let's do the update. Now this is not. I haven't gone all the character yet, as you can see. I don't have Doflamingo and Megumin. That is the only two characters that I don't have, but everyone else I have everyone else. Bro, you know what's annoying? I got Erza twice. I got her twice, and both I pity both of her as well. Like from the summon, I pitied both of them. I was so pissed. But then thank God, I don't know how, I pulled Asuna, like the next, like the 10 pull, the right afterward. All right, so I have Sid, Glitch Glorious, Law with Avatar, Erza with Avatar as well, and Nami with Avatar. So finally, let's do a showcase on basically all of them, including Asuna, but I'm gonna do Asuna later on because I need to bring Kirito, and I don't have enough inventory slot basically to bring all of them at the same time. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Start the match. Place my idol down right here. Turn on animation. Where is it? Hit effect. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna save Atomic for last. Actually, I wanna do Nami first since she is the cheapest one. All right, so this is going to be her animation. It's basically like Zeus attacking. Like if I slow it down, you can see like the cloud up there, and you can kind of. I don't really see Zeus. It's not really Zeus. It's just more like a bunch of black smoke. But anyway, so this is Nami, level 85 with Avatar, triple S everything, and she's going to have Bolt, and she also has like a ring around her, and let's actually see her passive. She's going to cost 900 to place down, and she's also a heal unit in nature as well. So, Weather Mastery for her first passive. When entering her range, um, apply one of the following effects depending on the enemy's element. If the enemy is fire, they will get soak. If the enemy is nature, they will be scorch. If the enemy is water, it's going to be wind shear. With light, it's going to be despair. And dark is going to be slow. And then the effect is going to continually activate for every 20 seconds an enemy is in her range. Okay. So next one is going to be Living Weather. Nami Thundercloud enhance her bolt damage, causing it to deal 1.6 times instead of 1.2. Okay, that's pretty nice. And if there are more than 10 enemies in her range, she will also apply Blizzard and Plasma in her entire range. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's try upgrading her. New attack called Club Humiliation. What was that animation? Do it again. I don't know what that was. Anyway, I can barely even see the animation. Next attack is gonna be called Cloud Strike. Circle AoE again. Okay, finally we see Zeus. Okay, so Zeus is right there. Spoiler alert. Okay, let's continue upgrading Nami. 25,000. She's actually quite expensive. Holy. And then maxed out, she will gain an ability called Weather Shift. And this is going to be her max stat basically on level 85, triple S everything with Avatar. 235 million damage with 377 million bolt damage, around 67 range, 3.7 second SPA. And then for the ability, upon activation for the next 30 seconds, she will deal 30% of her current damage every second. And then the bolt multiplier increased to 2 times, and once the 30 second ended, she will also apply Sunburn. I mean, like, she's kinda mid. I don't really recommend getting her unless you want Sid. Like, only get her if you actually want Sid, because there's this one quest where, what's it called? This one, evolve 4 different summer units. So if you got Nami, might as well evolve it, man. So let's move into the next character. It's going to be, let's do Erza, since she is the second cheapest one. So Erza with level 85 Avatar as well, but with magical this time. She's going to cost 1,000 hybrid, and she's also a water element. I thought she's going to be light, not gonna lie. Anyway, so her first passive is going to be Dance of Blade, which will make it so that every attack she will increase her crit chance by 2%, which will cap at 20%. Okay, which she already has maxed out right here. As you can see, the plus 20 on the crit. And then after she performs 10 attack in base form, every 15 attack she will rotate. Okay, so she will gain access to like all of the 3 mode after she attacks 15 times. And then Whirling Edge. In this mode, she will gain 10% damage and 25% range plus 10% SPA. And then she will also unlock Mutilate when enemies enter 30% of her range, and she will also deal 50% more crit damage to them. That is Whirling Edge. The next one is going to be Sword Barrage, which she is currently in right now. She will gain 234% damage and plus 15% range and 70% SPA, and she will also gain Crippled. Okay, so that is something. She has 10 second SPA. Well, I gotta place Nami down. She basically gonna help her out a little bit. And then her last mode is going to be called Steel Harmony. In this mode, she will deal minus 45% damage, but she will be attacking faster. And then every attack, she will gain 5% damage, which will cap at 25%. And then once the cap is reached, her attack crit chance is going to be 100%, and then the crit damage is going to be plus 100%. Okay, it seems like a pretty decent unit. Let's start upgrading her. New attack called Spear Rain. Oh wow, look at that range. Okay, that's actually a pretty sick animation, not gonna lie. The next attack is going to be called Heaven's Wheel. Uh, Let me actually put Bulma on wealth. Okay, there you go. So, okay, that's actually pretty 6 as well. And then lastly, she will get an ability when maxed out. Before that, her max damage on Whirling Edge is going to be 277 million, 54 range, around 5-second SPA earlier, and yeah. And then for her ability, is going to be called Fairy Armor. Upon activation for the next 200 seconds, she will forcefully switch between base form. Oh, she will basically become base form, but she will also gain plus 30% damage, range, also minus 20% SPA. But she will not change mode for the next 200 seconds. But once the 200 seconds is over, she will deal 1000 of her current damage to all enemies in range, apply crippled and weaken, and then she can also change mode again. Okay, I mean, it's pretty cool. Actually, I forgot. Let's actually activate Nami ability because I didn't pop it earlier, just in case there's a animation earlier. Okay, so there's no animation. Okay, what about Erza? Fairy Armor. Nope, nothing. Well, anyway, let's move on to the next character, which is Law. He's going to be a heal unit again, and she's going to be another water unit. Okay, I'm glad there's a lot more water units this update because the water unit in ALS has been kind of lacking. Like, we need more water unit, man. Anyway, she will be, Law will have an avatar and Ruthless, and then level 85 with max skill tree. Okay, this is one of the few characters that I actually have max skill tree on because I got this guy traded a while back. So yeah, so passives. He will have 3 passive on placement. The first one is called Surgical Domain. Every 100 seconds, he will cause an enemy to walk backward for 15 seconds. And then the enemies that are affected by it will be slowed by 15% for 15 seconds. And then they will also take 15% more crit damage from him. The next one is going to be called Heart Snatch, which will make it so that every 8 attack, he will apply Weaken, Bleed, and Blizzard on the following attack. As yeah, sometimes you kind of see the effect popped up right here. The next one is going to be called Surgical Knife. Every 5 consecutive hit on an enemy, he will permanently slow an enemy by 5%, cap of 25%, and it will also deal percentage-based damage. Okay, so he's a support. He's a really good support so far. Okay, he's probably the second best unit from this update. Well, actually I don't know, but so far, in my impression, he is probably the best one so far, besides Sid. Let's start upgrading. Next attack is going to be called Boulder Storm. Okay, it's the same thing. I can't really tell the difference. Anyway, he will get an ability at upgrade 9, and he will also change his attack to Electric Knife. And for ability, it's going to be called Room. Upon activation, he will teleport all enemies on the map back to spawn, and he will also drain 15% HP of all enemies, cap of 1 trillion, and the enemies will be slowed by 50% for 30 seconds. Enemies can only be hit by this ability 2 times. Okay, let's max him out. That's actually pretty solid damage. For support, that is pretty solid, not gonna lie. Anyway, let's actually try using the ability. Let's put him on none and let some of the enemy walk through a little bit. So, yeah, let's use it now. As you can see right there. Okay, that's pretty good. Law, I like him. You should get Law. He's a really good support, and he also might be meta for tournament as well. But the only problem with him is that he costs a lot. 473,000 to max out. No, sorry. I mean 950,000 to max out. That is a lot of money. So let's restart the match and let me equip Asuna and Kirito because I know both of them has like a kind of synergy work around them, like duo thing. So yeah. So Kirito, I have Kirito right here, and I have Asuna as well. And let me bring it. Where's Idol? Okay, so let's check out Asuna. I have Asuna right here as well. Oh my, wait, she costs a lot. 1,000 on placement. What the hell? Oh wow. Anyway, okay, let's actually try showcasing her. But before that, let me get my money up a little bit. Let's wait a little bit and wave skip. There you go. Alright, so let's showcase Asuna. She will cost 2000. She will be a light element, hybrid as well, and she will have avatar for me, level 85, triple S, everything. She will have 2 passive, and then the first one is going to be called Blossom Flurry. Every attack up to 11 attack, she will increase her crit damage by 2%, which will cap at 22%. Same thing with crit rate, it will cap at 33%, and then range 33% as well. Also, on the 11 attack, she will set her crit chance to 100% for the next 3 attack, and then afterwards she will reset all buff and restart the cycle. Okay, that's actually pretty good. The next one is called Lover's Blessing. If Kirito Celestial King is in her range, gain plus 25% range, and Kirito will have an ability called Release. Okay, let's actually start upgrading her. She doesn't have any ability from the looks of it. Aero Penetrator. Okay. Race Tainted Rapier, sorry. And this is her max. Why does this seem really underwhelming? I don't know why. Why is the damage really low? 100 million? I don't know about this one, man. I think Asuna might be the worst character for the update, because what is this damage? Anyway, let's place Kirito down and max him out. Let's actually see. As you can see, there you go. You can see our range will increase, and then for Kirito, he will have an ability called Release that he will obtain if you max him out right next to Asuna. If I tell Asuna, he will lose his ability, but if I place her back, he will regain his ability. Okay. So for the ability, upon activation, she will deal 700 times of his current damage and apply Blizzard and Plasma of his multiplier. Okay, no animation again. Anyway, so let's finally go to the main guy, Sid. Oh, okay, Sid. Oh shit! Oh my god! Look at those animations. You can clearly tell that this is the unit that they actually worked on this update. Anyway, so Sid, he will cost 2.5k, max skill 3 critical, glitch and glorious, and this is going to be his starting damage. He will also be hybrid. Anyway, so passive on placement, he already has insane amount of passive, like an abysmal amount of passive. The first one is going to be called Atomic Pressure. Once an enemies enter Shadow's range or his range, they will take 2.5 of his current damage as tick damage every second until leaving the range. So basically similar to Sakura or like Garo's Cosmic Radiation. And once an enemy has been in range for the following duration, perform the following effect. If the enemy has been in range for 10 seconds, it will increase the damage per tick by 5%. If it's 20 seconds, it will inflict a permanent despair on the enemy. Damn. And the next one is going to be called Who's Running. Once a boss enters his range, he will inflict a battlefield to all enemies. Whoa. And he will also deal 2 times damage in range. And also, he will gain 5 range until the boss dies, caps of 25%. Increase overdrive base chance to 1.5. Okay, so that's basically something. Next one is called Limit Breaker. Every attack has a 0.1% chance to enter overdrive, and every wave pass gains 0.1% chance to enter overdrive, which cap at 1%. And then each time Shadow goes overdrive mode, he will gain 2.5% damage and range, which will cap at 10%. Next one is going to be called Deadly Rain. Every 10 attack, he will deal 2.5 times of his current damage if enemies above 50% damage. Wait, what? Oh, if every 10 attack, he will deal 2.5 times of his current damage if enemies above 50%, and if it's below 50%, he will deal 4 times. Oh wow. And then if he's in a overdrive mode, he will apply bleed on top of it. And lastly, this is the thing right here, overdrive. Upon entering overdrive mode, he will gain the following buff for the next 100 seconds. Plus 75% damage, plus 50% range, minus 15% SPA, gain stun immunity, and then the overdrive mode has a 500-second cooldown. Global cooldown, okay. So let's start upgrading him. He has max skill 3. My apologies. Beautiful animation. Oh, it's also pretty cheap so far. First attack is going to be called Immense Speed. Oh, it's going to be line AoE. Okay. Damn! 100,000. Atomic. Full AoE! Let's go! 9-second SPA. Okay. And he deal 1 billion damage? Okay, this guy is godly. This guy is supposed to be... This guy is supposed to be godly. Okay, next. 600,000. He will have an ability called Mini Atomic. Upon activation, he will deal 1,000 of his current damage to all enemies in range. And he will also apply pressure and despair. And he will also gain 30% range and plus 10% damage for 30 seconds. And then he has a 450-second cooldown. And then lastly, Final Atomic. This is the big one. Bro, he costs a lot. Bro, he costs so much to max out. Actually. Final Atomic. Upon activation, he will deal 2,000 times of his current damage, apply Plasma and Poison of that multiplier, and gain 35% damage, 50% range, and minus 15% SPA for 60 seconds. And he will also time stomp all enemies on the map for 15 seconds. Oh my, this guy is one of the best units now in the game. Easily. And he costs $2.8 million! He costs $2.8 million to max out? What? Bro! Actually, I wanna see something. Okay, so he will cost around 950,000 if you want to get him to full AoE. And if you want his first ability, 600,000. If you want his second ability, 1.2 million. Whoa. That is nuts. So yeah. I mean, like, that's it. And like everyone else from this update that I have gone so far. So yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.